Sorry, I forgot water. Hi, everybody. And here we go again. What's up? Still got that guy, Jake. What's up, Beldoink? What's up, Dane? Pallady, 001, Rag, Jur, Ants, Voyager. What's up, Frankie? What's up, Big Choppa? Kill Switch, Eddie, Mocha, how you doing? Yak, how you doing? Lucidity, how you doing? Cheese. Mortgage, what's up, dude? Hydrate? You know, I could use a hydrate right now. Drink that fresh water. Trying my best. New phone? Which one did you get? The new iPhone or something? Morning coffee with the keyboard build is perfect for me. Ooh, morning coffee does sound delish. I had 3 coffees today. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. I did have 3 today. Today was a little silly with coffees. To be fair though, today was also gloomy as hell. It was gloomy. It was awful weather outside. I couldn't stay awake for the life of me. And I took a shower today and I did my normal thing. And I don't know why, like, leaving the shower, everything just felt like dry. My skin felt dry, my hair felt dry. Today's been a weird day for that, dude. It's been super weird. But on the positive side, I cleaned up practically all of this. There's only a few things left over there. This is pretty much cleaned. I finally did a few things I wanted to do this week, so that's always good. And then tomorrow, because I didn't get a chance to go to the camera shop today, tomorrow is going to be camera shop day, which means I get rid of a few things. So, not bad. I hope you guys had a good day today. On the positive side, New Zelda is extremely good. I already have 15 hours. Fry, didn't you get it yesterday? 50 stream streak? Beldoink, what's up, dude? That's crazy for real. Sounds like a mixed bag of a day. I mean, it was a nothing special day. I don't think I did anything inherently, cool, you know? Lem, thank you so much for the Prime for 2 months.
Let's go.
Let's go, dude. How you doing, man? I felt like sleeping all day, was craving the stream. Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, today was a low energy day for me, too. I mean, I got stuff done, but it wasn't the stuff I was expecting to get done. I don't know. Today was weird. Oak, brother. Guys, can we get some hugs for Oak? Or just some good vibes for Oak, please? He could use some good vibes right now. Love you, buddy. Oak, for real, man. Love you, dude. Today had an interesting start. For you, Megan? I don't know. Today was also a little bit interesting, seeing some of the community feedback about the key cult stuff. Zany, what's up, dude? Sending you the good vibes, Oak. Hope you get through everything. Love you, Oak. I had a terrible day with you? Huh? With me? What did I do? Yummy number 15. Let's go, dude. We're building a mode loop for a client today. Although, I'm going to be real with you. I don't remember all the parts that we ordered for this. Let me quickly double check. We're doing tomorrow tactile switches, which I lubed. Tomorrow keycaps. Oh yeah, we're doing polypropylene plate. Ooh. This is going to be an interesting one today. Mode loop after a long while. I feel like we haven't really built a whole hell of a lot of the mode loops, so I'm kind of interested to see how this is going to turn out today. We're still giving away the Delta 40 today, by the way. So if you guys are interested, here, let me grab it again quick. I put it back. Yeah, started this morning. This is still on the table today if we hit the 50 subs. So I think we only need 28 more, is it? Yeah, 28 more. Wait, is it 20 more? No, 18 more, sorry. The little Delta 40. What's up, O-Type? How you doing, man? Then, the other thing I was actually considering today, too, was if we want to do 2 builds. Because I actually still really want to build my other Sonnet today. But it's okay. I don't think I have the energy for 2. Ever had a board that's the perfect sound for you, but everything else is meh? Yeah, I've had boards that don't feel good to type on, like the angle's off or something, and it's just not a vibe. You know? Why, did you find something like that? I actually don't remember what's in that particular board, if I'm being honest. The Delta 40. Doing all right, bro? How are you? it's been a tire. Like the weather wasn't super good today, so it's been slightly tiring. Just like not a great vibe because of that. I'm also, I don't know. I'm feeling. I'll be honest with you guys. I was feeling a little bit. I'm not jealous per se, but also a bit of jealousy. I'm going through one of those things right now. I think I was telling you guys a little bit yesterday where I'm like, I'm not 100% happy with my like setup or whatever. I just don't know what else I want to do. We could do a mode day today. Thank you, Bern. But I think what I'm really lacking, I was talking to some friends today, and I think what I'm really lacking is maybe just adding a bit of my own personality to the setup. So I think I'm going to do that before I go too far. I will admit though, the one thing that's driving me up the walls, I tried tightening it up. I tried like fixing it a little bit. My monitor arm is sagging a smidge. So it constantly does this with the monitor arm, like the actual bit at the top. And I tried tightening it. That's driving me up the walls. So I'm constantly having to, a few times during the day, put it back into place. I don't know what happened to it. I was trying to tighten it. It's already at its max like tension. It doesn't seem to work. I tried, bringing it outwards and then it just goes all the way. So I don't know if like this one here is just broken or something. Another door situation. Oh please, Exodus. Thank you so much for a tier 1.
Time for that fancy monitor arm, Alexotos. Woo.
No, I was like high key considering it, but like I don't know. I noticed that you had the crossbar portion fully extended. If you bunch it together, it should minimize the sagging. I don't actually. Way too lucky. I don't think it's that portion of it. It's the portion that is holding the actual monitor is doing this. So you got to overcorrect it and then tighten it so it doesn't go to that angle. Yeah, maybe I need to give it one more go. I'd rather not spend money on a monitor arm right now, but I mean, it is what it is. Just bought dual monitor arms? Hell yeah, dude. The dual, I wouldn't mind the dual monitor setup, but right now. Hey Alex, I know you'll get that set up wherever you want it for sure. Thank you. We're also twinning, wearing the same shirt. Dude, I gotta admit, this is like my favorite color shirt that I own. Like, by far, I'm not saying this because it has this on it. Legitimately, the comfort color is whatever color all of this is so nice. I hate to return the first set I bought. Oh, it tilted? Which brand did you get? I have one monitor. Listen, I actually don't know how you guys feel about monitor situation. I have a single monitor. I used to have 2, and I ended up selling the other one. I just don't feel good with 2 monitors, like visually, like aesthetically, it's just not pleasing to me. But I will admit, there are days I wish I had an extra monitor. I don't know how I'm going to do it. I want to think of something really cool to kind of maybe hide a monitor or something on the setup. I don't know. I don't like the vertical one. I don't know why it bothers me so much having it. I had that for a little bit. Skip 2 and go for 3. What's up, Rashad? How you doing, man? Do you have 3, Rashad? Just have one widescreen? I had a wide monitor. That was the extra monitor I had. I had a wide monitor and then I had like a little 24-inch vertical. And I don't like it. The wide one wasn't really for me. In the process of lubing and filming some Milky Yellow Pros. One of my favorite switches. One of my faves, dude. Tuning in. Oh, Rashad's in here anyways. Rashad, did you see the switches today? So, a little part of me today, on today's switches, by the way, today's a client build, if anyone's wondering. I forgot that Mode Tomorrow switches have different stem colors. And a little part of me while I was looping this is like, when you get candies that have different colors inside them and you're always wondering, like, what color did you end up getting the most of? I think we got a lot of light purples and light greens, but overall it feels like a pretty healthy mix of colors. I don't know how you want to do this, but I actually, you know what? These switches turned out real good, I got to admit. I'm really happy with the way these turned out. I'd do the same. Oh, goodness. A million different notifications. Match them to Miklon? Ooh, that would be sick. Go ham, whatever you're feeling, brother. So we lube these with 205G0. And I've lubed a few of the Tomorrow Tactiles. Believe it or not, I haven't had too much hands-on with these particular switches, but very nice. The anti-OCD switches? Yeah. Is that the lens on the stand thing? Lens on a stand. What happened? It is? Oh no, that's just the lens hood. This thing? It's a lens hood. It's a rather large lens hood. Sad stories. I lost the lens cap to that one day and I had to buy a replacement. Did you do something to wash out the colors of your stream? Seems foggy. Oh, I had to redo my face cam because the whole camera reset. Does the camera not look good? Okay, long story short, the camera reset for this. I don't know why all the settings reset for the Sony. It looks a tad washed. Here, let me try to adjust it. Well, thank you guys for pointing that out. Could be your eyes. Maybe you just took a shower today? God damn. Hold on, let me see. Looks fine. Seems to be missing color correction. Hold on. Let me adjust it. Because I couldn't remember the settings I had on the actual camera. Let me just see. I think it's this LUT that applies some of the color. Yeah. I don't want to go too overboard. Does this look a little bit better? I just couldn't remember what I had on this one here. It's really the face cam that I had to redo. Here, let me actually... What's this one do? Oh, so here's not really anything. Is that better? All of the saturation? Yeah, a little bit. Yes, for sure. I think your reds are a tad hot. I don't know. I gotta go back in and play with the Sony. I hate playing with the Sony color correction. Does my Fuji one looks normal, right? Yeah, I gotta go back in and look at it. I was staring and might need contrast. Oh shit. Okay, let me try that one more time. Yeah, everything else is normal, but maybe if I change the gamma here. How's that? Is that a little better? I don't want to go too crazy on this. Yeah? A little better? That's a good touch up? Yeah, I gave up on the actual camera, by the way. I gave up on this. Because playing with the Sony interface is fucking bad. It's so bad. Is it still not good? Way too lucky? Look more lively now? Thanks, man. Yeah. It was yeah, the Sony camera. I mean, maybe they're better for the more modern Sony cameras, but dude, I don't like playing with the Sony A7R2. I do it all in post. Yeah, it's weird because you know what? On every other camera I own, it's more efficient for me to do it in the camera. But in the Sony, absolutely not, dude. You have to color correct the camera in the camera. Well, there's only so much I can do on this. This is like, I'm gonna be real. It is. I hate doing it. The Sony one is legitimately my worst nightmare. Also, I find with the Sony, it's very temperamental. Like, if you touch one of the settings, it's very drastic. Nothing's minimal. So, what color are we doing today? You'll see. You'll see. I have mine adjusted and never touched. Dude, wait till lucky. I wish I didn't have to touch it today, but I was moving around some stuff. I did a lot of cleaning today, and then I unplugged the Sony camera. My mistake, because I had it on, because I was testing some stuff, and then it just like reset the camera. So, how's the Quantum? Lovely. The other thing I did today was actually center the top-down camera for you guys too. I have the light ready to go. I need to paint this wall though, because I guess the last people here had I don't know what they had mounted here, to be honest, but you see these things over here, guys? See this? I don't know if you guys can see that. I gotta paint it. I don't know. I don't even know if we can do the same color or not, because I don't know if the paint is any good that they left, but we'll see. That's stucco? That's not stucco. Center camera, lucky us. Yeah, I finally centered the top down. I don't know. I would like to just keep it the same so I don't have to do everything, but I guess this goes to show how much your natural sunlight did for your setup. missing it. I still technically have it though. It's just very different now. Do you guys see here? Do you guys see the light streak in the back? It's just not as bright as it once was. See how it's like, it's like this. So it looks great. I think genuinely the scene looks amazing. But like this camera stand over here needs to go. Where is it? This thing, and then I need to touch this up, and I want to put that little logo keycap thing over here eventually. Yeah. So it is a little different. I don't quite have it as bright as it once was. I don't know. I feel like this just seems a bit more neutral, and I don't know. Used to have the Venetian blind style. This is so different. Yeah, I'm using barn doors now. I got rid of the what's it called? Oh my god, I still have the tool for it. But I'm just using barn doors on an aperture light now. So it's a little bit more clean. Yeah, I mean I'd really want to put shelves up there or something. I really want to do a whole bunch of stuff to the background. I just haven't had the time to do so. But in a lot of ways, I kind of vibe with just having it blink. Like it's very clean right now, except for obviously the light pole behind me. Or the camera pole, but how many keyboards do you have total? Oh, too many. I'm trying to give them to you guys. I prefer the barn doors, much nicer. Yeah, I actually do prefer the barn doors too. I think they look way nicer. I think the, first of all, it's a lot smaller, so I don't need to house this really big tool. And also the barn doors just look a lot more like, not natural per se, but it gives it a different vibe. Put the skateboard behind you, that'd be pretty dope. Oh, like right over here or something? I mean, you guys can kind of see what that looks like. I think if I were to put it like this stays up, it doesn't fall. I don't know if it'll look very good there. I don't know if that's just gonna like ruin the aesthetic of having it. I think we need shelves. I think we need vertical lines. I think we need stuff like this. Vertical lines with stuff on it, but it has to be very, very subtle. I want to try keeping the background as clean as possible. That looked nice, honestly. Huh. Well, I still need to paint that, so before I can mount anything on there, that thing has to be painted. It really does. It is a, I mean, you guys can't really see from here, but it's pretty bad. There's a lot of like pencil marks and the paint's uneven. I don't know. That whole area is pretty bad. The new light setup takes effect a lot better. Yeah, I don't know. I really like the new light setup. Even the top down, like this is not very different, but I feel like this is better than what we once had too. Like I feel like this looks a lot cleaner overall. Why not display keys on some? Well, I want to put shelves, but it's not painted, and I haven't done that yet. Not to do on actually, but those would be horizontal lines. Sorry, did I see vertical? I meant horizontal. My bad. My bad, dude. All right, let's take a look at what we got here. Damn. I feel like we coordinated this build a little while ago, and we finally get to build it, and I'm so pumped up for this. Mode blue. Ow, my fingers. Did you get my Google form response? I probably did. I just haven't taken a look at it today. How was my day? Slow. Like, it wasn't a bad day by any stretch of the imagination. I think what really just makes... I think I'm very weather dependent, if I'm being real with you guys. I feel like I need good weather in order to feel good. And today was one of those days where I feel like the weather kind of sucked. And it affected my mood. So I think that's kind of what happened. I really need Mode to do a special edition loop so I have an excuse to get one. I don't know if they're going to do a special edition one. I finally got the W70 AE86, but the plates I actually got didn't match the description. Didn't seem to be plateless like the prototype you got. I think you were supposed to get one of each, they said in the box, sure. They said I think it came with 2 PCBs. Hope if you build the Sonnet, does that mean you'll finally use the Machinist? I mean, I don't know if we're going to do that today. I don't have switches prepped for my sonnet today. We got a little PP plate going on. I forgot what we've gotten for this. We got the mode stabs. Rashad, did you... I can't remember. Did you want a little bit of foam in this? I think we discussed it. It's just been a little while. Got our PCB. Beautiful, beautiful. Mode loop. Let's put this in the box. Okay, let's leave all this aside for now. A little as little clackiness as possible. So yeah, we'll use foam between the plate and whatnot. I think we used the plate foam for this for your build today. That's right, you were the one, because there's 2 mode loops I'm going to be doing in the next month, and one person, the other person said as clacky as possible.
Good Tuesday.
And Rashad did say no clackiness. Hope I'm having a good Tuesday. Abel, what's up, dude? Thank you. Smooth as butter. I took that into account while I was lubing your switches. I did go a smidge heavier on these particular ones because I wanted to get them as smooth as possible. I saw that in our conversation today while I was lubing them. So they have a bit of a deeper note to them opposed to a higher pitch note. Dude, this green looks sick. I forgot we got the green with this. You know, I don't think I've seen the green in person. Damn, the green's nice. Ooh. That is a gorgeous green? Yeah. You talked about another run of Alex Obscuras. Do you know, or I don't have an estimated date, but the moment I do, the moment I know they're en route, I will let you guys know in Discord. The moment I know. Matches the shirt? Does it actually match the shirt? I think my shirt's a little bit more muted. Yeah, this is a bit more... It does, though. It does kind of match the shirt. This is a nice color. Damn. Oh, yeah, we got the black PVD for this, Rashad. Look at this. That is sexy with the black PVD. Ooh, hoo, hoo. That does look really good. Damn. This is going to be a nice build today. Dude, green is, I don't think green's underrated per se, but I think not enough people use green. I think we need more green. Just a smidge more green. All right, let's get today's stream started. This looks slick. Yeah, I'm pretty pumped for this myself. All right, let's start with our stabilizers, shall we? I don't like how I touched that. You know when you touch like a certain plastic, like this particular shiny... Ooh, I do not like the feeling of that one. That was not my favorite to touch. Are you saying the other day were not good builds? Okay, you know what, 3D? Hell yeah, another late stream. Yeah. You know, I get a lot of good feedback on the late night streams, but I really feel like I have to have the energy to do this. Like, I really, really feel like I have to. It's
2
tough
months
to do late night streams. Thank you. I appreciate that, Monjay. All right. I'll unscrew these later when we're ready to screw these in, but for now, let's lube everything up. I think we need all of them. 1, 2. Rashad, you don't want any special layouts for this, right? You just want like standard. And do you want 7U or 6.25U? It's like hurts my soul and then my teeth. Oh, I don't like. I know what you're talking about exactly, Burn. Also, Exodus, thank you so much. Thank you, dude. So, Rashad, just to kind of give you a quick explanation so we know what stabs to do. Oh, I can just show you here. This is a 7U, so it's a bit longer.
Can't stick around but wanted to pop in to say hi.
Thank you, Toby.
Thanks as always, Alex.
Anytime, man. Did you like, how's the board treating you? And then 6.25 is a little bit smaller. I would say that's probably what you encounter most of the time on like non-customs. And then this is the only other option I need from you is stepped or regular caps lock. So this is a stepped one.
They have given
and then the other one's a full
gift
caps lock.
subs in the channel.
So those are the options, the better options I can give you. My recommendation to you go with the 7U. I think you'll like it. And I really do think the step caps is really nice. Simply because if you're a heavy typist, and maybe you lean off with the A a little bit, the separation there is quite nice. Plus, it looks very nice too. Is it Vial compatible? You know what's weird, Toby? I tried doing that in Vial, and it didn't work for me. That is crazy. It's amazing. I'm very happy, though, you like it. Let's go with your recommendation. Sounds good, sounds good. By the way, guys, I've been doing a lot more sourcing parts for clients and doing full builds like this. If you guys are nervous to kind of pick your own parts, I will gratefully and lovingly try to help you as much as possible. I've been finding a lot of enjoyment sourcing things for people and trying to build people's, for lack of a better word, dream keyboard with them as well. So if you guys ever need help too, just let me know. The step caps lock is a must. I hate not having it. I think once you do it, it's really hard to like any other caps lock. Like once you get used to this stepped, it's just nice. I can help you way too lucky. Thanks for recommendation for Cherry MX Blacks. Bought them in some Switch films, but not gonna lie, I really love them stock. Hey, you know what, dude? I can appreciate that, man. The MX, you bought what, MX2As you said? Did you get MX2As, Timmer? I can understand you liking them stock, actually. They actually do lube the new MX2As if you get them pre-lubed, so... I was converted to 7U pretty quickly. Most people are. That's why I usually recommend it. Most people end up being like full on like 7U step caps lock kind of enjoyers at that point, so... step caps and split left are a must. Split left? Interesting. I'm a split right shift guy, but not on TKLs. I refuse to do split right on TKLs. I think it looks silly. Neo 80 plateless or Bauer Light? Like if I had to pick a board right now, I'd go with the Bauer Light. It's not that I don't like the Neo 80. I just like the way the Bauer Light looks. 12U, goddamn. Just picked up some KTT roses for my Aero 75. After watching your build of that board, should I just lube them? KTT roses. So you cannot film KTT roses, Brandon. You can attempt to, but you're not going to have a good time inserting those switches into any sort of plate. I would skip on filming and just worry about lubing, and if you really want to, spring swapping. Although I think those springs are actually pretty decent, but in my opinion, skip the whole film step of that. I think you're going to have a bad time. They don't need to be filmed. I've said this time and time again, but I think maybe a lot of people push for filming. Like you'll see in a lot of switch lubing tutorials and whatnot. It's just simply not true. You don't need to film everything. In fact, it can be so nice, detrimental to your build if you film stuff that doesn't need to be filmed. Hyper Blowfish, thank you so much for continuing your sub, dude. Also, Megan, thank you for gifting Rashad a sub as well, man. I appreciate you, Megan. Hi, Arson. How you doing? Wait, Megan, you never finished... I don't think I read the rest of your story. You said you had a weird start to your morning or something? Film if you like the sound or switches need it. Yeah, and okay, to kind of play off of what OTY just said, you could film a switch, but the problem is, if you like the sound and the legs don't close on the switch, it can't be filmed. So even if it does sound different, it's just not something I recommend. I'm working right now and I'm worried I'm going to get banned again. Why? What are you doing to get banned, Way Too Lucky? Better question. Oh, so just so you guys know, okay? I need to tell you guys something. So last night, I was craving a snack after stream. So me and my girlfriend were like, fuck it, convenience store snack time. They have hella jacked up prices, but whatever. You know what? We balled tonight. We went out and we're like, let's just get like a 1 bag of chips to split type thing. And then we got a soda each. And I saw on the little thing. They have a lot of really cool sodas, a lot of different stuff. She got a vanilla Coke, which vanilla Coke is bomb. I don't care what anyone says. I decided to think of you guys. Just, I'm going to give it one more chance. And I got the Mountain Dew, but I got the, it was called Major Watermelon or something.
Alexotos.
Thank you, Crowned Clown. Now, I will say, typically, anything watermelon flavored, I go fucking crazy for. Guys, I hate to say it, that was the worst watermelon flavored anything I've ever had in my entire life. It's the worst one. They're all bad. Alex, no? Guys, I've had a few of the Mountain Dews, and I've had one time the original one. I do not like the flavor of Mountain Dew. That one can't count. You know what? Kays, what's the best one in your opinion? Baja Blast? But isn't Baja Blast only at Taco Bell or something? Like, you can't buy Baja Blast, can you? From Taco Bell? Fuck, there's not even a Taco Bell, like... Guys, I'm not gonna lie. Anyone who lives in Toronto can confirm this, perhaps. There's not a hell of a lot of Taco Bells here. It's in stores? Is it? I've never seen it. Like, I don't even know where to go for a Taco Bell. You got Mountain Dew at like 8 p.m. You didn't want to sleep? Oh, I didn't have it yesterday night. I ended up drinking it for lunch today. When we got home, I ended up having flavored water. Because I didn't want to stay up all night. I don't even remember there being a Taco Bell in Vancouver. Yeah, I don't think they're super popular here. I'm going to be honest, I've never had Baja Blast, but Mountain Dew for me right now is just misses upon misses. That had to be one of the worst sodas I've ever had. You're right, though, because the watermelon one is nasty. Yeah, I don't know what the hell they were thinking. It tastes weird, right? Because you got a little bit of that watermelon flavor. But then it goes into this, like, other citrus that just very much combats the flavor of the watermelon. It's fucking bad, dude. The best mountain is Game Fuel Original, not even close. Game Fuel Original, I don't think I've ever had that one there. They're all gross except Baja Blast. So what does Baja Blast taste like? I visited Toronto earlier this year in March and found the cutest plant shop that had a cute coffee shop. What was it called? Hot take, Baja Blast isn't good either. You know, I wonder though, Rusty, is it different in Canada? Is it like a different formula or something? It tastes like being blasted by Baja. Baja Blast equals detergent. I just want to say, this is Bakdu's first message here, and I already really like Bak. That is a fucking great first message. That is a great way to break the ice, dude. What's up, though, man? How you doing? Lime? Is that what Baja Blast tastes like? You might be onto something. Soda in the US is usually made with high fructose corn syrup, but here it's sugar. Yeah, I mean, it could just taste different here too, right? I don't know, man. Gotta admit, though, that watermelon flavor really didn't do Mountain Dew for me any favors. In fact, it's really driving me to really not like it. So maybe I do need to try Baja Blast, though. I do kind of get the detergent comparison, though. You know, low-key, the one I had today, maybe that would have been one of my guesses. It's root beer or nothing for me if I drink soda. God bless, dude. Root beer's so good. I don't care what anyone says. Alex, if I bring flavored chips with me when I drop off my board, will you eat it on stream? Which flavor, Bellblink? I'm not gonna lie, I'm very picky with potato chips. God damn, dude. Hyper! Thank you so much for 10 tier 1s. Alright, we'll start the giveaway now. Hold on, let me go start it up, and then we'll go into the after we're done mounting all the stabs. After we're done mounting all the stabs. After we're done mounting all the stabs, we'll do the drawing. Here, let me set it up for you guys. Do you know Mountain Dew is legit made to be a mixer for whiskey? Seriously? Well, they missed the mark on whatever they were trying to do because it fucking sucks. Delta 40. Poor man's whiskey sour. Eh. Not the mumbling. Maybe because you haven't tried it with whiskey. I don't do drinking anymore, man. The most I'll do these days is like I'll have the occasional beer. I cannot do drinking. And it's not even for the fact of getting drunk. I just don't like I just don't like the feeling of after I drink. Regardless of how many drinks I have, I always have this like weird, bloated, kind of like upset stomach feeling. I just don't like it. It's just not for me anymore, man. Blackout drunk? I mean, it happened once when I was a bit, not younger per se, but maybe in my mid-20s, I went a little too crazy with something. I was with friends, like it wasn't like I was out somewhere. I never really went out and drank, but that was my stopping point. Also, I never even saw what Belldoink's flavor was. He needs to tell me now. Do I like cracked pepper flavored chips? I don't mind that particular flavor, but I can only have one or two before I feel like that's enough for me. Plant Society, give it a visit? Where was that? I feel like I've heard that name before. Unfortunately, alcohol tastes bad to me, and I feel bad. Alcohol is like many things in life, it's an acquired taste. Like you have to really tolerate it eventually. I just don't like the way I feel afterwards. That's it. Regardless of how many I drink. Some people are also allergic to it. Yeah, some people are. Take your pick, big bro. Have you heard of this flavor called Original? Actually, I'll try lightly salted if you want to bring me a bag of that, Belldoink. Lightly salted? You ever heard of that one there? I said flavor. Salt is flavor. I can't. Dude. Come on, Alex. Say it. Original flavor. Leave me alone. It's literally Original Plus. Just bite into the raw potato. You getting Doritos now? God, dude. Guinness flavored potato chips. Did they make heavily salted? Yo, on a real note though, speaking of heavily salted, and I'm kind of gross saying this, I don't like Miss Vicky's anymore. Miss Vicky's are way too salty these days. Also, you guys can join the giveaway for the Delta 40 by hitting ! ticket. So if you guys want to try winning it, ! ticket. The Delty. Honey soy sauce chicken flavor. Dude, there's some good chicken ones. I've had a few of the chicken flavor ones, but like my go-to is still Original. Good old Original. But yeah, I'm never getting Miss Vicky's chips again. Every time I get them, I regret it. They're so damn salty now. Yeah. Where did I put it? It's right over here. This is the keyboard that's up for grabs right now, guys. It's a 40% with a little macro column. But it is quite a fancy 40%. So it has a brass weight as well as a polished piece. It's quite nice. It's very fancy. 40s are so freaking cute. Yeah, this will be the final 40% giveaway for the next few days. By the way, I did get a lot of positive feedback about the giveaway system that we're doing now. I'm going to see, so at the end of September, the giveaways for September are finally, they're done. However, some people have been asking for, a lack of a better word, like an encore to keep going with the giveaway stuff. I'm going to see if I can, if I physically can give away more, because I don't know how many I'll have left at the end. If I can, I will consider doing another 15 days or 15 streams of giveaways or whatever. So we'll see how far this can go. We're not giving away an encore. We're going to do an encore to the giveaway, if that makes sense. You don't have to do all that. I want to do that too. I want to give things to you guys. Is this how you're freeing up space? No, if I really wanted to free up space, I'd sell them. But I'd rather go through the work of giving them to people who, you know, enjoy the content and stuff like that. Just give away random things. And today we're giving away this cup of water. You're sweet for doing this. Thank you. The computer bot thingy isn't telling me I'm entered. It won't tell you. It'll just say nothing at all. All right, let's do the PCB. Let's also test the PCB too. Lord knows the PCB is not going to work, but hopefully it does. Are you going to give away your old desk? No, my girlfriend is using the old desk. And you want to know the crazy thing about that? She's using the old desk is when I reset everything up in her room. So, oh wait, wrong button. So I decided to, you know, we reset it up, and she's like, "Well, can you do all these different things with the configuration of the legs?" And she doesn't use. She also has the Alex drawers underneath. So well, she wanted it. Way too lucky, and we reset it up, and I changed some of the positions of the legs that support the desk, and guess what? It is now completely straight. I wish I was joking, you guys. Because high key, I probably wouldn't have gotten a new desk. Knew it. Like, I wouldn't have gone through all the effort because I still really like the way that desk looks. I was just getting a little annoyed of you guys making fun of me. And also, it's not the desk, it's the person that proves it. Yeah. So sorry, it bent over for Alex. Best joke for $99. Yeah, you know what? It was only $99, I guess, in the long term. This is the crazy part that drives me up the walls. I had support in the exact dead center middle of the desk. And what we did was we moved it a little bit this way, like a little bit right, and then more down. And now it's completely, like, it's dead straight. That is the craziest thing to me. So, well, at least we reused it. That's the important thing, I guess. The desk hated the owner. Yeah, I've been standing a lot here too, which has been great. So center isn't center. It makes sense. Yeah, well, I moved it around a little bit. It's not centered now, but I suppose I will admit though, I did like the concrete look a lot. So the concrete look was very, very much my thing. And a small part of me really wishes I didn't have to change it. Actually, let's put the dielectric grease on this first. I'm getting ahead of myself. Get that here. I don't know if I can... Okay, you know what? Way too lucky. Can you share what's your best practice when lubing MX2As? So first of all, you're going to want to make sure the lube that it came with, if you're opting for the pre-lubed versions, you're going to want to make sure that the lube isn't in the center well. And just you want to make sure it's not a lot of pre-lube on it too, because the stock lube is terrible. So after that, I would just do my normal lube process. There's nothing really I do different with those. Aren't the MX2As default lubed on the springs? Yeah, I don't really know, Yoshi. I haven't bought any of the unlubed variants because apparently there's unlubed variants. I don't lube the housing. So there is no way anymore. Let me reword this. My current standard method of lubing switches is the following. To be more precise with the amount of lube, I only lube the stems. There is no switch anymore that I will touch any part of the housing and apply any extra amount of lubricant. I will do a light coat on the stems. What I recommend you guys is start light, experiment. If you feel like you want more, open the same switch and apply a little bit more. Experiment with 1 or 2. And then just be consistent with your lubing. You will get more consistent results just doing the stem of any switch. I know there's articles, I know there's proof that there's lots of contact pads, or points rather, on the switch that need lube. But guess what? All of that comes from the stem. So there is absolutely no reason to sit there and do lots of extra work. And from my opinion, or in my opinion rather, you will get the most consistent results and the least, the lowest chance of potentially over lubing your switches, because that's a very common thing too if you just do the stem. Or the stems. Just bag lube. Do not bag lube. This guy's job is putting boards to listen. His opinions are facts. Thanks, Toast. Entire stem or just the rails? There are some tips and tricks that I can tell you guys with that too. I would do the entire stem on a linear, for example. Also, I know there's some tutorials that will say, I don't have a switch I can craft open right now. There are some tutorials that will actually say to lube the pole of the stem. I wholeheartedly, with every fiber of my being, disagree with that. Do not touch the pole of the stem. I will say that the only parts you should be lubing are the legs, the front face of it, in between the legs, the sides, and the back. Doesn't that prevent chafing? No. Here, let me just get a switch for you guys and crack it open. Okay. So, you're going to want to lube here, the legs. Sorry, it's not really focusing super well. The legs, this whole entire side-facing wall over here, plus the rail. Optional little piece that you can, or depends on what you want to do. You can leave this part right over here, the top, unlubed if you want a more clacky top out. So this is a thing that not a lot of people do, but if you feel like your switch is too silent, you do your 1 or 2 testers and you're like, man, I don't like the way this sounds, try leaving this part blank or just taking a little cloth or something and wiping this part down so it's dry. If you leave this dry, the top out is really loud and it feels pretty nice on certain switches. Lube the back. Do not touch this. This is the pole. Do not touch it one bit. So all you're doing is the 4 sides of the stem here, and you're gonna leave this completely done and dry over here. You can put a little bit of lube on the top of the spring, and then I run sometimes the brush through the spring like this, but that's all you do. Can you go over that again? Stompy, all this stuff, if you want me to go over it in more detail, is actually in my tutorial video. It's all detailed with way better visuals. Wool Melody, I've been binging your videos on YouTube. Bought all this stuff to make my first build. Just waiting on shipping. Wait, what did you end up getting for your first build? I'm so curious. Oh, it's the same method I use. The reason why I waited so long to do tutorials, Stompy, is because I wanted to make sure I was giving you guys the best knowledge that I possibly had. If that knowledge ever changes, you have my word, I will make an updated tutorial. Could you do a new batch of switches with legs only? I mean, I've tried a whole bunch of different things. The most consistent, best result I've gotten to get the best sound possible is what I just explained. Yes and no to lubing the legs for a tactile. For example, today I did not because I felt like it ruined the tactile experience. But sometimes, yeah, you can lube the legs of a tactile switch. It just depends on the switch you use. For pre-lube switches, just apply less lubricant or just move around the lube that's already on the switch. No real big advice there. It's pretty standard, I'd say. Oh, this isn't backwards. Do you also lube the pins? Meme God, Jesus. That's dangerous. Why not lube the stem? I am lubing the stem. Or do you mean the pole? So, to kind of explain to you guys here, I'll crack open that switch one more time. Or, you know what? Fuck it. The pole... Actually, no, I have to. I have to show you guys. This is important. This is where a lot of people go wrong, by the way. Is doing exactly what I'm going to show you guys. They go wrong by following the advice of people telling them to lube this part. So, lubing the pole, that little piece over here, you can technically lube this. However, and I say this with the utmost respect, if you're newer to lubing switches, you're probably going to fuck this up and put way too much. Even with me, like, I think I have some decent experience. I still fuck this up. If you just go a slight heavy-handed on this, and depending on the tolerance of your switch, there's so many variances. This will end up, let's take out the spring. When you insert it into this, the bottom over here, this will end up creating a suction or a vacuum. And it will make the switch sound wet. Or it makes it sound clicky or like it's rattling or something. In my opinion, the best practice is just to leave it unlubed. You really don't need any lube on that. The friction there is consistent. It's not like it's going to rattle in place. So if anything, you're just getting some extra texture out of your switch. And a lot of the times with the more modern switches, you're never going to even feel like it needs lube there. Just avoid it. It's not worth doing. I really don't care for that particular piece of, I guess, method when it comes to lubing a switch. I think it's bad advice. And it gives you more points to failure. I never relube my switches. I've never had to. How would this affect the JWK seals? Same thing. I would just lube them the same way I always do. Textured switches. But yeah, I don't know. I hope this makes sense. So just the outside of the stem and sometimes the stem legs? Correct. You only want to do those 4 walls, like I said, plus the legs. Any recommendations for tactiles that aren't too loud but not too silent? You probably want to go with a very light... I mean, how big do you want the bump on your tactile too? Because tactiles I'm not super experienced with, especially what's coming out recently. I feel like there's a lot of different tactile switches. All right, let me get my screwdriver kit here. Oh. This is kind of cool. What is? The learning today on stream. I hope it's cool. I hope everyone doesn't mind me ranting on about switches and lube styles. Waiting for my flight, watching you. Best thing to do. Highly recommend. Thanks, man. Hopefully the flight is smooth and nothing's late. Class with Alex. Yeah, if you guys need any other pointers or tips, I'll do my best. Obviously, I still learn new things too. I promise I'm doing this with all my heart and love. You're gonna have a love-hate relationship with what I'm gonna do to send. Oh my god, I'm scared. I just feel like it's gonna be a Greg shirt or something. Or it's gonna have my desk and it's gonna be bent on it. It's gonna have all the memes. So curious. Been a minute since I've been free to catch a stream. What's up, Skill? How you doing, man? Hopefully life's been busy in a good way. I can't type Greg. No, it's banned. Give us a list of 3 colors you'd like to see on a derivative. Interesting. A pale olive. Number 1. Pale olive. Number 2. Like a terracotta style red would be interesting. And then number 3, a very flat, non-shiny gray. October 13th. Wait, is that the date we agreed on, Melvix? October 12th. I can't remember which day it was now. I would love to see some people experiment with flat colors opposed to, or like matte colors rather, not flat. Matte colors opposed to something a bit more shiny. The one day I chose Greg. Never gonna live it down now. Ain't no way. I always forget the mode PCB has the diodes on the top for the mode 80. I always forget that. They're both really nice keyboards. I mean, I have a derivative right now, like I own one, I got one, but the Delco would be a really cool pickup. What about you? What do you prefer? You like gaming? Would you ever stream some games? I like playing video games. If I'm being real, in recent years, there's not really a lot of games that capture my attention. The only games that have really been capturing my attention lately is stuff like TFT, playing some party games with friends. Past that, not really anything. I don't really like, I'm not craving to play anything right now. I've been actually watching more like media recently. I don't know how you guys feel about the current state of video games, but like, I sort of also feel like I'm burnt out on video games. I had a really good run with Elden Ring. I had a lot of fun with Baldur's Gate. I don't know. There hasn't been, recently anyways, I would say the last game would be Elden Ring that I put a lot of hours into. Maybe a little bit of the new patch of Diablo 4. But nothing. I really wanted to get into that Star Wars game, but I just couldn't do it, man. I know I've been seeing a lot of people on the forums saying like you really have to invest some time into it. But like, listen, I'm gonna be honest, guys. I hate that as an excuse that you need to invest time into a game for it to be good. Like, why can't it just be good, like right off the bat? Like, why can't I feel involved in my character right off the bat? Why do I have to feel like it's a pain, you know? Battle Royales made games weird. You know, not for anything. I don't mind playing the occasional Battle Royale. I have very fond memories of which is not really that long ago. Like PUBG and stuff, dude, that was a good time. We'll put the stabs in and I'll test the PCB. I feel like I'm kind of doing this a little backwards today, but it's okay. The Alien Isolation on stream? God, that game scared the shit out of me. We'll see about when I'm going to do that. PUBG pre-hacker infestation was goated. Yep. That's the other thing too. I don't even understand the point of hacking. Like, are you that miserable? Is there a huge difference between plate mounted and screw-in stabs? If you know how to tune them, in my opinion, no. But just like with most stabilizers, if you know how to tune them properly, the only real difference is fitting, maybe some post-install modding, and some minor problems that are specific to stabs, but sound-wise, I don't know. Truthfully, nothing. Honest thoughts on the Ruber Hawk. How much is that one there again? I kind of feel like that's... you know what? Maybe I'll reserve my thoughts until I know the pricing. I don't even remember at this point. PT. Which one's PT again? It's on the PlayStation, right? Was that like demo that never got made? I just wrote another 100 plus cherry clip-ins because of him. He's a bad example. I love my cherry clip-ins because they're cheap. The playable trailer. I've played that already. A long time ago. That's old, isn't it? Isn't that really old at this point? It's not. Is it 5 years old? I feel like it's older than 5 years old. I know you can't get any more, which is pretty funny. Eternal, thank you so much for the Prime, man. Really, really appreciate that, dude. You had to buy a GMK keycap set to buy the board, and the board itself is around 400. It's all right. I mean, could have been lower. I'm not sure. I don't know, man. Listen, I love the Kohaku. I think it's a fun board. If I'm being 100% like super real, I think the board is definitely awesome. Like the Kohaku in general. Do I think because it had a special design that required you to kind of jump through hoops to get it, makes it really annoying? And at its core, I think at the end of the day, like the design is very, you have to love it. It's not for everyone. I just really, really did not like the fact that you had to buy something in order to buy something else, and it's kind of like this weird exclusive club that makes you spend more money. And I've never really given a shit about stuff like that. I think that stuff's kind of lame, to be honest. Like, it's just weird. Plus, I think another thing that's kind of turning me off certain keyboards too is like the culture behind certain keyboards, and this kind of reminds me of my audio days. And I don't care, like I used to not really want to say this because I didn't want to offend, but there are like there's like a flip culture when it comes to Kohakus and unicorns, and it's kind of nasty, man. Like I fucking hate that shit. Like, just buy shit because you want to buy it. Like, obviously, everyone buys things for their own goddamn reason. I get it, but like, I'm just like in this mindset in my life where like I'm not trying to like make $1 off of everything that I'm fucking doing. That includes like I'm not buying camera parts, being like, this is the rare one with the serial number. This one is here, and like I'm gonna resell it. Like that's not my mindset going into things. Not everything needs to be a goddamn investment. And I think there is that culture behind certain keyboards in this hobby. So, and it's gross because it kind of, like, believe it or not, there are a lot of facets in which that impacts. And maybe because I have seen some of the negative facets of that in full force. Like, I have seen people who have made little clubs, little Discord groups where they fix pricing of things, and they get someone to say something really good about a keyboard who's, you know, maybe a little bit more persuasive in certain things, and then someone else buys all the keyboards and they resell it in the community. There's always like some weird like dollar sign that's attached to everything, and it's just not the culture I'm into. Like, those type of people at a, you know, from my experience, they're like the fakest fucking people, dude. I feel like the Ruberhaus board are less flippable because anyone can buy it. There's no raffle. Yeah, perhaps, but I you know, still, I think there's just that side of things that I just don't care about. Just pass. Thank you for the Prime. Really appreciate it, dude. I mean, it was more of a very prevalent thing, I think, back then, but do I need to put anything away? No. Let's get the daughter board. Not tech related, but I used to be in the full custom handmade pocket knife scene. Prices just started getting insane because secondary market scalpers ruined it. Yep. I know I've said this before, and I'm not trying to like get praise out of anyone, just so everyone knows, and nor do I expect or want any. But there was a big point in time in the keyboard hobby where Marcia and I sat down and we really both felt like, you know, we didn't mean, like, we're not trying to like be the protectors of the space type thing. Oh, I need to draw the winner still. But me and Marcia both thought, yeah, this hobby would be shit if it was just all fucking flippers. Like, we both sat down and we're just like, fuck, that sucks. But luckily, it's kind of steered clear of that, and it seems like just a lot of people enjoying things. So, I don't know. I hope that the era of flipping things never comes back. It's disgusting. I'm going to close the giveaway now. And drawing a winner. Winner is Gnome of Death. Congratulations, dude. Gnome of Death, are you in chat? Gnome of Death. What a great name, by the way. I don't know if Gnome's there. Let's see. Is Gnome going to say something? Gnome of Death. GG, congrats. We'll have another giveaway tomorrow. I don't know what we're going to do for tomorrow's giveaway. I haven't decided yet. I have a few put aside. Well, if he doesn't respond, I don't see him in chat. If he doesn't respond anytime soon, well, maybe we'll just do a redraw with whoever entered. Gnome, is Gnome there? Paging Gnome? Yeah, paging Gnome for real. Okay, I'll give it like 2 minutes because I know some people are on mobile and it's like a little delayed, so. Gnome. Yeah, let me just give him a minute. Because I know mobile can be delayed up to like 3 minutes, so. Rary, thank you so much. Is it Rary? Thank you so much for the Prime. I really appreciate that, dude. Imagine Gnome is just in the restroom and doesn't even know. He's not in the viewer list? Oh, okay. Well, okay, we'll give it 30 more seconds and then I'll do a redraw. I'm not going to make people enter again. I'm just going to hit redraw. By the way, guys, this has always been a rule here. You kind of have to be here to say I claim it. Because this has happened where I've just written down someone's name and they never come to claim it. And then I have to give away the keyboard at a later date. So. Okay. Let's test the PCB. And after the PCB is tested, we will do a redraw actually. Okay. Let's just quickly test this guy. That's why I wasn't worried when you were going to redraw what well, I know you're always here, Zany. You're like truly a regular, so I'm not too concerned about you. Entered and dipped. Kifo might scratch your caps. Oh, it's fine. We good. I do this all the time. Although I do want to do this. I want to lift this off the mat because I hate the feeling of the desk pad on this. Ooh, that just turned up my volume. Jesus Christ. Well, we know that works. Oh, it's just muting my volume now. Is it still the 40s board? Yeah, we're still gonna, looks like we're gonna redraw it. Like I said, let me just do this and then we'll redraw the Delta 40 there. Do you know any vendors selling Duroc lavenders? Probably Cannon Keys. I don't know if Cannon Keys still has them. I'm gonna be honest, lavenders are a little hit and miss because they're very temperamental with how you lube them. I still like lavenders a lot, but like you really have to get them lubed to like a T for them to be good. There is a fruit fly here. Get away from me, fruit fly. Get away. I might get a Kleenex and try to get the fruit fly. This happens every time we buy bananas. Get away from me. I've had a fruit fly around my head for hours. It's so annoying. It's whenever we get bananas, dude. Whenever we get them, I see them. They're just like, they come out in droves. I don't understand where they come from, but I just battled the fruit fly too, bro. You're battling it? Dude, I'm fucking about to go to war with this thing. Do you think it's still worth to get the Zaku switches? Oh, the Zaku switches? They're alright. I don't like Zaku switches personally. I think they're just not the best long pole switch out there for me. Dude, bananas are good for you though. I can't get rid of them. I can't stop eating bananas. They're so good for you. Talking about bananas, I need some banana split switches. Ooh, that is a name I have not heard in a long, long time. I like banana split switches still. They're alright. Alright, we're good to go. Alright, time to redraw the board. Did Gnome end up coming into chat? I don't see his name at all. Last chance, Gnome. Alright, fuck it. We're just redrawing it. Where's my redraw list here? Hold on, I have to get to the thing again. He's gone. Well, time to redraw. Rest in peace. All right. Dr. Killswitch. Dr. Killswitch is the new winner. Congrats, Dr. Killswitch. All right, we're going to copy paste that and put that in. Is Killswitch in chat? I swear I saw him before. Doctor's alive? Oh, there he is. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. Claim. Congrats, Killswitch. Can you message me on Twitch? Compliment for Oh My Taco? Let me think of a good one. Congrats again, man. Let me think of a good one. If you were a Switch, you'd need no tuning at all because you're perfect the way you are. Really appreciate you, Taco. Hope you have a lovely day. And if no one's told you this week, anything that you're attempting to do right now, I'm super proud of you, as long as you're not hurting no one. But I love you, buddy. Bananas are the bane of my existence. I hate the taste and What? Really? I worked in produce. Opening a sealed box of bananas used to make me sick. I have never heard anyone say that about bananas. I know a lot of people don't really care for coconuts. I know that's a thing I constantly see. Intense, thank you so much for the sub, dude.
If I were a Switch, will you break me in?
Huh? God damn. Really, Beldwink? I feel like watermelons are super hit and miss, though. Coconuts are goated, though. I like coconuts, too, but... You know what fruit I actually have not been really caring for these days? Actually, hold on, before we go too far. Rashad, I know you said you don't want clackiness, but do you want that marbly sound? I will say, though, if we do the marbly sound signature, it is very, very, like, strong in terms of a sound signature. It will completely lower the clackiness of your keyboard or the high end, but it is very, I don't know. I personally think that you're probably going to end up getting sick of it in the long run, so I would probably just suggest going with the standard foam stuff, but totally up to you. If you want the marbly sound signature, I don't really have a great way to demo that to you. Actually, I do have one board. Do I have it available to show you, though? I don't. No keycaps on it. Totally up to you for what you want here, Rashad. I personally think maybe don't go for it. I typically, I've known everyone who has this ends up getting rid of this. I love lychee. Lychee's really good, dude. I haven't tried durian yet. Can you demo the marbly sound? You know what? I think I have it. Is my thermal done with that? Yeah. Here, I have this thermal that we can demo that with. The thermal I did PE film because once in a blue moon I don't mind using it, but so this is what that sound signature would sound like for the most part. Like, it sounds nice. That's the stuff. You want this? I got you, dude. We'll do something like this. Hey, Rashad likes this. I'm down for Rashad to use this. We will do that for you right now, my friend. It might sound a little different because we're going to be using tactile switches today, but we'll also put the foam in here too. Although I'm going to be honest, this is going to be awkward to put in. Hi, Alquan. How you doing, dude? That's fine with me. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And then we need our plate. Let's put this stuff to the side for now. I don't think we're gonna need the bottom foam. Although, you know what? Perhaps I don't use the mid plate foam if we're using PE foam. Yeah, we're gonna have to put it underneath. I have to quickly switch some stuff out. But I'm just trying to demo something right now for myself here. I don't know. I don't think we use the mid-plate foam. I think we just stick to the PE film if we're gonna do this. But yeah, let's do that real quick. I think all the foam with tactiles might be a bit extreme, if I'm being honest. So nice. But we'll see. We'll see how we feel. Let me just quickly do this over. I gotta remove these stabs in order to put the PE film in. Yeah, I think I just do the PE film. I don't think I do the mid-plate foam. It's gonna sound way too muffled if I do the whole thing. And I don't think muffled is the goal here. By the way, who subbed? Thank you, Free. I really appreciate the Prime use here, man. Hope things are well. PE for some sound coloration. Yeah, I think it's always one or the other, though. I never think it's both these days for me. It's just one or the other. I don't want to cut it. What would muffled sound like? Muffled is really drowned out. The one you just heard, Rashad, is just the PE film. There's no foam in that one there. It will be a lot lower in sound, like overall. We can still do it if you'd like. Totally up to you. But we would have to desolder all the switches to remove it. In my opinion, maybe the best way to go about this would be to... How can I put this? Maybe we just do this and then we fiddle around with putting foam underneath the PCB. Yeah, it's not a bad thing. Don't get me wrong. It isn't a bad thing to have it a bit more muffled. But it's been a while since I've done a build with literally everything. But anything else that can reduce clacks is nice. All right, we can kind of demo this a little bit by kind of dry fitting in some switches. So maybe we'll do that. Have you been working on the Novel Keys meetup photos lately? Oh yeah, they're all done. I just need to upload them somewhere. I need to make a web page for those. But yes, they're all done. I did do those. I can't wait to see them. I got you, dude. I got you. I'm going to make a web post on my website for those. Gotta admit, though, it's... I don't know why that took me so long to edit all those pictures. Totally on me. Don't want you to have a bunch of extra work, though. Well, that's where we're going to do like a dry kind of test here to see what we like. We can kind of push in the switches without soldering them in and see what we can kind of hear without actually putting anything into the case. Ultimately, Rashad, I don't mind doing the extra work. I just want you to be happy at the end of the day, man. That is the truest of all the goals. You know what I mean? No lube? I guess none. Ooh, this one here didn't screw in all the way. I think I love you. Bach, I appreciate you, man. I'm going to see Jeff and Dandy this weekend for a small meetup. Would you like to give... Dude, absolutely. I appreciate that, but I'll probably be happy either way. I don't want you doing hours of extra work for 1% more happy. Oh, that's very kind of you, Rashad. I think you'll be happy with the board regardless. Once we put it all together, I think you're going to be super awesome. Have you ever messed up someone's board? I mean, I've done things like, for example, if Fried's here, Fried will tell you. Fried was so kind enough to not bother me on the stream about it, but for example, Fried wanted a bunch of different random things for his layout that I normally never do for people. Like, he wanted like 6.25U, split everything. There was like 2 stabs that we used on a full board, and then I ended up forgetting that he wanted regular caps lock. So he's like, after stream, he's like, by the way, you messed up the caps lock. I do that stuff all the time, where sometimes someone afterwards will be like, by the way, I want this other thing. I'm like, oh, okay. Quickly desolder and put things back together. Have I ever sent someone's board messed up in terms of like broken or not the correct layout? Never. There has been one time where I did send out a board where I forgot to clean the back of the PCB, and I gave them a refund on part of the soldering, to be completely transparent, because I normally clean the PCBs. And I think with that one there, I just wrote down I did, and I totally forgot. And then, there has been any other mess ups? No. There's been one time too where a customer decided to use certain springs, and then they regretted all of their spring choices. And that's not my mess up, but they sent it back to redo all the springs again. But nothing crazy. How much do you charge for a build? Just the soldering is $50. My process, a lot of the times I don't need to do much. It's usually just get a dry toothbrush and just kind of wipe everything down or a microfiber cloth. But typically the process is really simple. It's literally just a little bit of isopropyl alcohol and wiping things down. But with certain PCBs, like I find the Heine PCBs are extremely bad for this. I have to go back and a lot of the times resolder half the work that I do on stream. So here's the thing though, right? I'm not afraid to admit when I mess up. I think it shows a lot of character from businesses. You know? When you take responsibility for your actions. How should I unloop my switches? I don't have a good way for that. I don't do a lot of cleaning of switches. That's not really my specialty. My first board had a 1.2mm PCB. Are there any tips to avoid bending it? No, you'll be good, man. There's no tips for that. You don't need, there's no, as far as I know, I don't think there's a way you're going to bend that at all. Just take your time. That's all. The Quantum's a lovely banana. But I have done around, I lost count a long time ago, but I think I've done around over 250 commission builds now with no major issues except for that one time I forgot to clean the back of a PCB. Not like it damaged at all, it was just forgot to wipe it down. That was it. Alright. Now comes the most nerve-wracking part, and I don't want no one to tell me, don't give me shit for this. No matter what color combination I use for this, just say it looks nice. It's gonna be a random mixed bag of things, okay? So just agree, like, yeah, this color looks good here. Sure. Make me feel good about these choices. It looks nice, thanks. I want to spread out some of these colors a bit, but it's going to be a smidge difficult getting some of these through, though. All right, let me actually just grab some of my keycaps here, and let's just test this. 1 second. Oh no, my AirPod case. I dropped it. What's this? I don't care what set this is. Okay, so Obviously, this is not the best way to test things, but... Alright, I think we leave the foam. I was worried that this would kind of drown out some of the high end that the switch will still obviously have. Let's leave the foam in. My worries are not there, fortunately. Obviously, this will also sound drastically different once we put all the switches in, too. Cool beans. Yeah, you'll see it'll sound way different too, Rashad, once I solder things in. And then once we put it in the case, that'll also affect the sound. We're using PP, polypropylene. I don't think I've used polypropylene on a loop before. First time. Yeah, Mode has a lot of great variation with their stuff. I may want to just solder in some corners here before getting too crazy with this. Or actually, no, we're good. Should I? Yeah, you know what? Yes. I'm going to solder in some corners here. Let's warm up our iron. Because I feel like this is going to be a smidge irritating with all the foams and stuff that are having to get pierced through here. How nylon will sound with the 65? You know, I'm genuinely curious about that too. There's a few really interesting materials that I have yet to try for some of the Mode stuff. Damn, all I'm picking up is purples. This is why I have a love-hate relationship with these switches. Cause like I get kind of like weird with how I want to place them. I really like these tactiles. These are nice. Some PP, huh? Huh? Oh. Shoot, put my box on this. If you want the ultimate and deep sound signatures, you want to make sure the switches are as fixed into the PCB as possible, which ultimately means you have to solder it. No room for any sort of high-pitched noises from a switch rattling around in a hot swap socket. Who won the Delta? Killswitch did. What plates haven't you had the chance to use extensively? Do you mean just for the Mode stuff, or do you mean in general? Polypropylene is one that I feel like I haven't used a lot of. But every time I use polypropylene, I really like it. Which is what I'm using today. Definitely gives off a more deep sound signature. I think I prefer polypropylene over PC. Just not everyone offers polypropylene. It sounds very nice, great on the Cycle 7. PP is one of the best plates in my opinion. A lot of people who use polypropylene tell me it's their favorite plate. Which, you know what, for a lot of reasons, I get it. I also kind of agree. It's a good sounding plate. Nylon's another one that I feel like is a pretty nice sounding plate too, depending on what you're building. I agree. This may take a little while to solder everything, by the way, because of having to set these in with all the foams. So I hope everyone's patient with me tonight while I do this. The giveaway's done, guys. We'll have another one tomorrow. I'll figure out a keyboard for a giveaway tomorrow, too. I don't know what we'll do for tomorrow's giveaway, but all I can hope is you guys enjoy it and have some fun. The one little downside about polypropylene, though, is... don't laugh, but sometimes PP plates suffer from shrinkage or expanding depending on the weather. Don't laugh. Piece of plastic. Get out of here. There's no way to... No, you did not. I'm not kidding, by the way. I'm not trying to be funny. They actually do suffer from that. It's a real condition. Shrinkage is normal. It is a little human, no? It's called that. I just got out of the pool. Leave me alone. I'm being serious, guys. I'm not trying to joke around.
It
right
also
now.
does when I see you, Alex, as well.
Huh?
I am sorry, I just couldn't resist. Alexotos love.
Guys, there's no way I can make this nicer. Fuck. We're gonna play this game tonight of moving around the switches until we get good color combos, huh? I think I need to put a green one up here. Oh no, I already soldered this one. So let's get rid of this one and put this down here. No, there's no way we're gonna have duplicates. There's only 5 colors, and this is a set of 6. There's no way. We're going to have to duplicate some color here. Oh, God damn it. Yeah, there's no good way to do this. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, we're gonna live and let loose here. That's it. There's absolutely no good way. Although, gotta make sure the foam doesn't bunch up underneath the switches as we go too. But yeah, this will need some extra TLC while we're soldering. Ah, God damn it. Just fix and post. Yeah, that's the answer. The color scheme won't affect me at all. That's what you say now, Rashad. And then in 6 months when you take off the keycaps, you're gonna be like, God damn it, Alex. Why didn't you put a little bit more care into it? Yeah, it's a polypropylene plate. You can tell the plate's not 100%, but that's the beauty of soldering here, and this is why I opt it, and I recommend it. We go solder for this build, because if we didn't go solder, this would be kind of a mess with hot swap with the PP plate and all the foams. That is one of the decisions that we had to make early on when deciding on this build. Did I miss the giveaway? Gnome, you actually... Does someone else want to tell Gnome? You left, and then we kept calling your name because you won, and then we had to redraw because you weren't here to claim it. It's okay. You know, maybe your luck will come back in very soon. I'm so sorry, Gnome. We didn't know where you went. We didn't know if you just like dipped out and then had to get the baby. Oh my god, dude. Name a better sentence to make me feel bad. Name a goddamn better sentence to make me feel bad, dude. Oh my god. I've missed a keyboard from Geo before. It's all good. No, we'll give you some streamer luck for the next one, you know? Give Gnome some keycaps or something to make up for it. Gnome, you want a set of keycaps? I'll ship you some keycaps. I'm being serious. I will. Give him your Kohaku. Damn, Ghost went to 100 real quick with that. Being a parent is brutal for real. Yeah, I know. It's pulling on my heartstrings right now. It's pulling on the heartstrings. Why am I only picking up green ones now? You know what? Never mind. I rescind my thing of keycaps because Gnome just went to 100 too and just really said, give me the moon tower instead. That's crazy. I'm joking. If you want the keycaps 100%, just message me, Gnome. What do I do? What do I do here? I'm getting nervous. What do I do here, guys, with these colors? Oh, this doesn't belong here. There's no good way to put any other color here, guys. I have to double up on something. Fuck. You know what mad this is making me, dude? Just don't look at them. Random no thought? I can't. I literally cannot, dude. Just put green. Oh, true. Good point. Wait, was it the Kohaku that Alex lost in the moon? No. I thought I lost my unicorn, but I found it. I ended up just putting it in a hard shell case, and I forgot that I put it in there, and then I put the hard shell case away. Yeah, they're kind of like the NK milkshakes. I love when Switches do this. They're really fun, by the way. Like, I actually genuinely think this is actually really cool. It's different. Kind of makes putting the keycaps or the Switches on a little bit more exciting in a lot of ways. I don't know, it looks cool to me. Can you say my name when you put the caps on? This is hard to look at. Oh no. Yeah, I'll call you over, Toast. What do I put here now? It's tough. I think I gotta put yellow there. That makes the most sense. Yellow here, and then here I'll put... Let's put purple. I like when intentionally give you an uneven number of each color. Didn't that happen to me one time? Not for these particular Switches, but there was one time where I felt like I got a very heavy amount of one other color. It was those ones from Omnitype. Oh boy, what were those called? What are those Switches called from Omnitype that had all those different colors? They were very cute Switches. Sea glass, yeah, those were really nice. I really enjoyed using those too. But I did get like a very uneven amount of colors. At least I felt I did. I don't know, maybe I didn't. I don't think we got a lot of yellow. I see like we got a lot of every other color, but yellow seems to be one that we're a little short on. Because I think I'm out of yellow. Oh no, there's 2 more yellows. Never mind, I'm lying. No, I feel like, actually, you know what? These were pretty balanced. Yeah, these are pretty balanced. All right. I'm actually pretty happy with this. Like, looks good. Rashad's like, Alex, it doesn't matter, dude. It matters to me. Gorgeous. Oh, gorgeous. There we go. Thanks, Rashad. Appreciate you, man. All right. So this is just a tip for anyone doing any sort of, I'll show you this one here, polypropylene plates or anything like that too. See how the switches aren't seated 100%? See how they kind of dip in a little bit in certain areas? As you're soldering this, treat this as like a plateless build. Just do one leg and then push in. You can kind of do scattered switches and it should just kind of align everything into place. But any sort of polypropylene plate will maybe have this effect because the plate's not going to be 100%. Foam is also going to cause the plate to push up. You want the best seating for your switches possible. So just again, make sure if you're doing something like this in the future, just make sure you really push in your switches. Lane, I'm gonna ignore reading your comment because I don't want to know which ones I did wrong, color-wise. But you know what, Lane? We're gonna pretend I didn't. Nicely done, Alex. This is why we let you cook. Thanks, man. Does the foam go there or can it go somewhere else in the case? I mean, you can choose where you want the foam. In this case here, Rashad really wants, the person commissioning this really wants a deeper, less bright sound signature. And this will help us achieve that. Alrighty, let's move this up here. I don't want to damage anything. So again, I'm just going to go over one pin for a lot of these. And treat this like a plateless build for the most part. Have you ever thought about getting a solder gun? Wait, what, Toby? What do you mean by that? Auto feeds the solder into the wire? Oh, I've seen something like that before, but nah. I don't trust that. I feel like that might be a little bit off base from what I'm used to doing, and I could probably make more mistakes when it's automatic like that. The one thing I wouldn't mind actually getting for my soldering iron is I don't know if this particular iron accepts it, but there's actually a little tube you can get that goes directly to the point of the tip over here that is actually your intake, like it intakes air, so it acts as a smoke absorber on the gun, like on the iron tip itself. Makes it probably a little bit harder to maneuver, but it's a cool feature to have if you have the opportunity to attach that. I've seen a few soldering irons have those. I'm heading to bed. Bye, Lego. Thanks for the stream, Alex. Love spending time with everyone here. We love having you, bro. Alvine, thank you so much for the tier 1. I hope you're having a great day today. Thank you, thank you. Again, if you guys are doing this too, just make sure you're taking your time doing the foam builds, especially. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. How some drills have auto lube injection. Auto lube injection? That's interesting. I haven't seen that. I'm not a tool specialist, so I don't know too much about that stuff. Anonymous, thank you so much for the $3. I appreciate that. Thank you. Oh, Hako does have it? Hell yeah. What does everyone here use for their soldering irons? Hot lube injections? Is that a thing? Like my lathes and drill press at school both have a little tube that goes, oh, auto squirts cutting oil. Interesting. I mean, I guess it would kind of be like that. 3D just kind of linked it. It's like a soldering extraction add-on you can get for your tip. How do you clean your soldering iron? Brass wool, and then I've never had to use it, but I also have a soldering tip cleaner. But to this day, I've never used it.
Will you ever make a video showing your keyboard collection? Now I send my question, D.
Oh no, did it not send your question before Insta? The answer is probably not. I think what I would probably want to do for showing off what I have. Okay, well actually, let me take it a step back. You want to know why I would never do something like that? I don't collect keyboards like most people do. I collect based off of different reasons, and I also wear in my keyboards a lot. So a lot of them are damaged, and truth be told, I don't feel like getting the flack from people about how I maintain my stuff. The other thing, too, is I just feel weird kind of showing off that way. Ultimately, though, if I was to do something like that, it would be on live stream, not over a YouTube video. Perhaps for Christmas we can set up like a little show and tell for keyboards. That could be really fun if you guys are interested. Maybe we can do that more towards the holidays. Would anyone have a suggestion for a mid-level HHKB layout key? I'm addicted to Molly 60, but I'd like something else. I would personally consider the mode tempo to be mid-level. I don't know if they still exist in the wild right now, but one of my favorites that I think you can get in a HHKB style is the Class 60. Although I don't know if you can get those right now. I don't know if those are still like in stock. I don't know if they're in the wild at all. I think it had an HHKB layout. Completely. Yeah, maybe we can do something like that for Christmas. Like, I'm open to doing it here with you guys, but on YouTube, I don't know if I'd want to do something like that. I think I'm a little bit more close-gated when it comes to YouTube stuff. Because I don't even think I'd make that a VOD that I'd make available on YouTube. It's just a different vibe. I put a tray of forks on a baking sheet into the oven at 600 Fahrenheit. I then grab one fork and solder as many switches as I can before it cools down. Can we start a fund? We need $25 or something. Can we start a fund for Lane so we can get him a soldering iron? My boy is... Actually, you know what, Lane? Never mind the fund. You were probably using as much power powering up your oven. My guy. That's pretty funny, though. Rinse, repeat until all the switches are soldered using forks. Not bad. Class 60 ain't available. I wish MM Studios ran another. Dude, I should message them about that. They should run another one. Class 60 mentioned, what a silent office keyboard environment. Beeper and solenoid. Let's fucking go. Love the Class 60. It's so good, dude. I learned from watching MacGyver. I don't know what they'd tell me, though. They'd probably tell me no. I'm still bummed that the MM Studio HHKB was cancelled. Surprising. I feel like there would be demand for that. But I hope that answers your question. Class 60 Retro looks hot. It's such a good keyboard. It also sounds so good. The Class 60, I still to this day think that was like the biggest sleeper Not a lot. I don't think a lot of people went crazy for that board. In fact, I should go get mine and put keycaps back on it one of these days. I like my plateless Class 60 with milky yellows. Yeah, that one there was really good. The plateless version of the Class 60 was insane. Such a good keyboard, man. Plus the design language of that keyboard too just hit for me as well. It was just good. Like, it was a good chunky design. Sorry if this is taking a little longer than normal, guys. I just want to make sure we solder this in 100%. And that requires us to treat this like a plateless build. Which just means a little extra work. Don't apologize for doing quality work. Thanks, Toby. Not sure if anyone's bored. Actually, you know what? Let's do one leg on all these and then just go through and push them in. Probably easier. I will never apologize to customers for taking a minute to do something properly. That's a good point too. Maybe I shouldn't do that. You make a really good point. What's the diff to a plateless? In terms of what, sorry? Like, what's the difference to plateless versus using a plate? In general, you mean? How often do you build plastic keyboards? I would say pretty often these days. There's a bit of a resurgence of plastic keyboards. On the soldering process, depending on the switches, it could vary pretty wildly, but like my standard practice, like good practice would be exactly what I'm doing now, which is one pin at a time. And I'll show you what I do next here.
Toasty gifted a tier 1 sub to 3 keycap. This is
Thank
their
you,
first
Toast.
gift sub in the channel.
Oh, by the way, Toast, we're totally done putting on those switches. Thanks again, man. I appreciate the gifted, dude. Almost done here. Legit had a customer say this to... Wait, what happened? Do you want it to feel like shit and wobbly and probably will break again, or do you want to wait 3 minutes to do my job right? I mean, there is that aspect of things too, for sure. Dude, it is so humid today. Wife, am I here? Don't thank me. Okay, okay. It's been a while since I last caught your stream. Jay Schmuck! Oh my goodness, how are you doing? It has been a while since I've seen you. Hopefully life has been treating you very well. It's hot. So you can probably see the difference here, and this is a really good way to illustrate the difference. Do you see how much these stick out compared to the ones I only have one pin soldered in? Like in the centers? So we want to make sure they're all seated the exact same. Again, consistency with keyboards is absolutely key. Yo, Alex, haven't watched a stream or caught a stream in 2 weeks. What's up, Joe? How you doing? I've been well, man. I would say that the only thing that I'm a little bit getting used to still is some of the humidity this week. Been a little tired too. The weather's been gloomy, but pretty much standard after that. Not a whole hell of a lot's happening. How about you, Joe? Just saw Formula One over the weekend here in Singapore. Ooh. How was that? Was that fun? Did you actually go and like attend them? The sound of switches seating properly is so satisfying. Yeah, I agree, actually. It is quite satisfying. Stupid question, but why would someone prefer soldered over hot swap? Layout is the big thing. Also, I mean, this is something we don't really get to talk about much, but exactly what we're doing today. So the client today wants foam in the keyboard and wants a deeper sound signature, right? And unfortunately, we can't really do that with the hot swap board because the hot swap board will keep popping out a little bit and kind of, you know, resist getting seated properly because of all the extra foam. So in this particular case, it's actually better to go soldered so you can properly seat everything. So on top of that too, you can most likely, if the board accepts it, another benefit is you can go plateless. And then some people say in general, even if you don't use foam, there's a sound difference. I'm becoming more and more inclined to slightly believe that lately myself, although obviously there's still a bit of a sound bias type thing there. Jedi Buds, love your name by the way. I'm new to the hobby and stumbled upon one of your YouTube videos and now I'm here. What's up, dude? I've never soldered a board and would like to know what's the difference between this and a board you don't have to do this with. Oh, exactly what I just said too. I think we kind of answered two people's questions there. Ultimately though, the biggest difference would be layout, sound, just to reiterate, sound, and a little bit of get more of a solid build when you use solder as well. On a more personal aspect, I also feel like you get a sense of completeness when you use soldered. I mean, you get that same sense of like, I did this when you pop in switches too, but in my opinion, it's a smidge different when you kind of take a deep breath, solder some stuff in, you're like a little bit nervous, you know? Not a deep breath of the fumes, please don't do that. I know someone's gonna make a joke. WS Pearl linears. Which was those? Oh my god, Rag! Or Rage rather. Dude, Rage, I'm not a solder elitist, alright? I'm just saying there's more things you can do with solder. Sort of. Actually, that's not even true. Never mind. Maybe I am becoming a bit of a solder elitist. I'm so sorry, dude. Like being an elitist. Okay, you know what? What is the soldering iron you're using? I use a Hako soldering iron. But you can get really good ones these days. Like the Pine Sol is like a few dollars. I swear to God, it's not very much at all. I think that might be one of the most used soldering irons here in chat. Can't do plateless without solder, and plateless is goated. Plateless is goated. High key agree. We're getting there, guys. We're getting there. I know we're approaching the 2-hour mark of the stream now. But slowly but surely. Thanks for sticking with me and hanging out. I think after stream tonight, I'm either gonna sit down, I want to watch another episode of Rings of Power with some potato chips, or I might see if play some games or something later. Maybe I'll make it a bit of a late night, although I shouldn't because I have a lot of work to do tomorrow. But fuck it, dude. What am I streaming tomorrow anyways? I don't even remember. Pincel's like 40 USD. It's such a good website. It's such a good price. I think soldering makes your keyboard more yours. Yeah, and I don't want to take away people using hot swap. Like, it's still a very awesome sense of accomplishment doing whatever. But I feel like this is just an extra step that you take, and it's more like you've locked into your choices. It's that commitment, you know? A little bit of commitment. Did I get everything? No, I did not. Missed this one right here. I'm afraid of commitment. Hey, you know what? Sometimes in life we all are. We all are a little bit. Yeah, I mean, Hot Swap has its list of benefits too. If you don't know what you like, Hot Swap is amazing. No, we look good. Perfect. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Oh, that is cool looking already. Let me go wash my hands real quick. Enjoy the mix mash of switch colors here. Until you break a socket? Yeah. I recently built a Wooding 60HE and a Tofu Redux. PC plate and pour on in between the plate and PCB is a gaming option, but the spacebar is a metal ping. Okay, I don't mean to sound ignorant about the Hall effect stuff. As far as I know, Hall effect switches in polycarbonate and plastic plates are usually, from what I understand, they're usually a bad combination because the switches don't actually, like, they don't lock into the PCB at all. So the pinging you might be getting is actually just the switch bending and on a different plane or whatever from the Wooding comes with plastic plates? I don't know. I've never had a Wooding keyboard. They still have firm mounts? I don't know. I don't know the answer to this. I don't really have a whole hell of a lot of experience with Hall effect. I don't want to tell you something that's wrong, but I can imagine probably what happens is there's some sort of extra little, bounce that's happening between the switch and the bottom of the PCB. Yeah, and what Rage said too, I think there's also a little bit of like, unfortunately, that's just Hall effect switches, but I'm not too sure. Yeah, I'm not 100% positive. I don't want to lie to you at all. Oh, goodness me. Something's making me sneeze. Blacklist, thank you so much for the Prime, dude. Thank you. All right. Next up. Getting all this installed. I said bless you IRL. Thanks, Hector. I really appreciate that. And did I turn off my air? No, I did not. That's bad. Oh god, my nose is like tickling right now. I don't know why. I don't know why. Alright. Now, the loop comes with a lot of mounting options, and ultimately you can probably open this up yourself, Rashad, and figure out which one you end up liking the best. My recommendation is just go with the standard full lattice blocks. I think these are the best ones. They offer a bit more of a... See, the thing is, it's not even super soft. But I just like the sound that comes from these more. But ultimately, this is really easy to play around with. So you might have some fun just opening this up and figuring out what's your preference here. When they break down, I haven't had any of the new thicker blocks break down, but I have had some of the other ones feel a little bit shitty. So these are the mounting options, Rashad. So see how these are squishy? These are the same material that's found in the Adidas 4D shoes. And these are what's going to mount the PCB and plate combo. And it's going to sit on these little mounting blocks. Oh, did I miss one? Is there supposed to be one more of those full lattice options here? Oh, there is. Now the green ones are a little bit softer. This can impact sound a smidge as well, so this will be something I personally feel like it's really hard for me to tell what you're going to end up liking. There's no real good way to put this. It's going to be one of those things where, for now, it's like a trust me bro type thing, but ultimately you might end up finding enjoyment in a different particular mounting block. We love a green board. Dude, the green on this loop is so, so nice. There's that black PVD'd accent piece. So what we're going to do here is we're going to move the bottom to the side for the time being, because we need to start installing some of the accents. Oh my god, why is my nose running all of a sudden? So this is the accent, I believe? Yeah, this is the accent. How do you know if you like the mounting block? It's just the way typing feel is going to be. Good thing my hands are stupidly dry today and not leaving much oil residue on anything. That's a fantastic thing. I don't like the fitment of this right now. Stock hands. Oh my gosh. Okay. Good, good, good. There's a little defect in the bottom of this one here, but luckily you won't see it, as you can kind of see right there. But that's okay. You're not going to see the inside anyways. Where is the screws? The screw bag. Hello? Screw bag? Where did I put you? You ever get that thudding sound in the unicorn? I feel like my feet are sinking into my desk pad too much. Which desk pad do you have? I haven't had that happen yet with the thudding sound of the unicorn. I've heard other people talk about that, but me personally, no. Haven't had that happen personally. Did I forget to take out the screws? Wait, where did I put the screws? Hold on a second. I'm going crazy right now. That's not the screws. Huh? Where are the screws? I swear I saw the bag. Now I'm just going crazy. Oh no? I swear I saw it. I swear I took it out. It's not in here, is it? No. You guys saw me take it out, right? Did I not take out the screw bag? Oh well, hold on, I'll take a look at it after this. Might have left some fruit punch in it. Opened my Yeti and I was physically repulsed by the smell. Huh? Dude, this is a heavy piece. Super, super heavy piece there. Let me check the inside of the hard shell case again, because I don't see a screw bag here. Oh, it's right here. God damn it. I did not see. Literally right in front of my face. Alright, I got the screw bag. Oh, Toby, you know what that actually might be? I've had that happen with those. This is why I don't do those reusable, like, thermal coolers. I just use a glass. Those things, if you don't wash them proper, you can get mold real easy in those things. So for me, I am not one to use them. I don't remember which bit I have to use for this, or which screw. I think it's these countersunk ones. That would make a lot of sense. Yeah, it is. Yeah, you gotta make sure those things are clean. Those can get pretty dirty pretty quickly. Alright, accent is installed. Beautiful, beautiful. Ooh la la. Alright, now let's get the other part here and start installing our big old weight. Leave one smooch on the inside. One thing I don't like about this board is you gotta use so many different screw holes for this. And this is these, I'm pretty sure. These ones. Which is a different bit or no? Or is it these? Well, I have to use a different screw head. I left a half full water thermos on my desk for 2.5 years during COVID when we got back. The first day I took a drink. Ew. That is not something that I would expect to happen. Taking a drink out of that. This sounds gross. I feel like I'm struggling a little bit with this. Isn't that the right screw? Or am I just not getting this locked in nicely here? Oh, you know what? I'm silly. It goes in from this way. Yeah. The top left? No. It goes in from this way. You know what it is? It's the PVDing. It's making me nervous. Because look at that. Look how beautiful the PVD is. Alright, let's get the feet on this ASAP. God, that looks awesome. Yeah, here, take a look from this side. That piano black finish. It does look real good. Although I'll need to take these off. But for the time being, actually, no, let's not worry about it for now. Let's just leave it on the microfiber cloth for the time being. All right, let's get this installed. Oh, this looks great already. I'm so pumped up to do this. All right, next up, daughter board. Let's move some stuff out of the way and put these back in the box and put the daughter board back on here too. Master Chief vibes? Oh yeah, a little bit. Definitely. I can definitely get behind that. I get that. So now we gotta use these 4 screws. Your switches got mixed up. Thanks, Ables. Thank you, Face Tato. Appreciate the 14 months, dude. Nope, wrong screw. This guy. This looks so fucking good, dude. Alright. So for now, we're not going to put... let's leave out the bottom foam for now. Or you know what? Should we just go full fuck it and just put the bottom foam in for now? Because the goal is to reduce sound to be as clacky as... not as clacky as possible. So you know what? Let's just do it. Let's put the foam in for now, and if we can always take it out. Alright. Dude, this color is beautiful. I gotta admit it. This is like one of the better dark green colors I've seen from Mode. On the loop is... I mean, that and the black PVD I think is just hitting. Thank you, Melvix. I just redeemed a hydrate. Remember to drink up. Got you, dude. All right. Oh, let's wipe down the PCB a smidge too. Because I did put a lot of fingerprints on this. Not that it matters too much, but... Alright. Let's get this plugged in. And then we'll lay this flat on top. Now we might have to tune the stabs. Wait a second. What happened to my last little... Oh, it fell off over here. The case does match your shirt. It does. I know you're hearing some weird scrunching, but that's just the mounts. All right. This does look good. A razor switch puller? I've had this forever. Actually, I have a few of them. Just the right bit? Nope. Well, this one here is for this. I legit never noticed? Oh. Yeah, dude, this is... The color combo on this is absolutely smacking right now, dude. It is so gorgeous. TFT Set 12 made me retire from keyboards.
TFT Set 12 made me retire from keyboards, and an Alexotos stream pulled me right back in. Good time to dust off the old keybs. It's so late. BTW, how are you all doing?
I'm doing good, man. Is everyone else in chat doing good too? Everyone else hanging out doing alright? I'd say I'm doing well. I can't complain, man. It's a good day. Bro, this is sexy looking. This is a nice looking keyboard, man. But thank you again, McClacky. Appreciate you, bro. Ooh. Looks like a render. Just wait till it gets fingerprints on it, which will inevitably happen. Damn. Like all the fingerprints now. I'll have to give that a little clean, but damn, that looks good. All right. Big fan of late night streams. I got you on the TV with some nighttime lighting. I need to chill in bed. Hell yeah. I love that. Love the chilling out. I mean, that's what it's all about, though. Hanging out, just building some keyboards with some friends. Sorry guys, you guys are seeing like my shoulder here as I do this, but with the back of my head, I'm not too sure. Okay. Damn. Loop definitely among one of the top tier TKLs. Oh, you like it a lot, Stompy? I like the loop too. The loop, at first, you know, I was hesitant about the aesthetics of it, but it's kind of really grown on me lately. The more of these I build, the more I like them. I really want to hear this bad boy, but alas, I must sleep. Burn. Take it easy. You sleep well. Love you, buddy. Thanks for being here, as always. What happened? Are you guys looking for... Ooh, I don't like the sound of this opening either. God damn it, I'm not into plastic tonight. No vote? I don't think there's a reason to vote on the mode stuff, is there? I've never had mode stuff be... Yeah, I mean, it's pretty hard for the mode stuff to come fucked up. This is really good for the color combo too. This is an interesting set because in my opinion, in most of the normal natural color light, you know what, Rashad, I think we hit the mark on the sound signature you want it. I think that's exactly what you probably want it. Interesting too. I haven't really tried PE film personally very often with tactile switches. I'm hoping you like it, dude. Again, one of the big things to get these kind of sounds, you gotta really make sure you solder these in right. I'm really glad we decided to go with the solderable build rather than go with the hot swap, because I don't think this would have sounded like this with the hot swap. The wire is not sitting nice on this guy. I see it's popped out a little bit. Let me adjust that quick. There we go. Oh, did I not install this stab correctly? Okay, I have to go in and just re-screw in that stab. So I'll do that here in a second. I'll have to quickly pop it open and reinstall it. Yeah, let's do that afterwards. It's not screwed in all the way. Probably got caught on the foam or something. Thought I double checked that particular one. Oh well. Waiting on the Pocket Nixie? No, there will be no Pocket Nixie here. Actually, is this one you're doing the same thing? Yeah, I might have to go in and double check 2 stabs. Looks like they got caught underneath the foam or something like that. You know what? Let's do that right now before we dive into too many keycaps. Good thing this is only 4 screws. Pocket Milky? No, there'll be no pocket switches today. It's a pretty standard solder build today, so no pocket switches. Do you think how much you screw the stabs impacts the sound? It can. You never want to over tighten stuff, by the way, guys. The moment you feel resistance, just stop. Unless something calls for an extra turn, there's usually no point in over tightening stuff. Never ever. It's pretty bad actually to do that. Let's see what happened here. Oh, I see what happened. Alright, let me unscrew that real quick. Pocket curry. Curry switches are delicious, dude. I do enjoy my time with curry switches. Whenever I get to use them, makes me happy. That's all that took to reseat. Well, easy peasy for that. So what happened is the hook on the bottom got a little bit caught underneath the foam. Hence why we have to go in and readjust them. But luckily, and I will commend Mode for this, they're one of the few people who make plates and actually leave you enough room to troubleshoot like this. Because half the time, literally not possible. Shout out to the troubleshoot. Yeah, I don't really like when people do really tight cutouts for their stabilizers. Not really my thing, but I get it. This one. Getting the spacebar out on the PCB of the Sonnet without having to disassemble everything is pretty smart. Yeah, it's always been something I've been like, why don't more people do this? But I don't know why. It's just not a common thing you see. Not super common, unfortunately. All right, back in you go, PCB assembly. Gotta head out. Bye, Platey. Take care, friend. And have a good night, Platey. get this guy installed. And then let's do this one. This one. This. I think it's time to get some sleep. Bye, Blacklist. Take care, dude. Yeah, it's getting late, huh? It's 11 o'clock. Actually, it's not too late. We're almost done here anyways. This whole thing is such a vibe. I'm glad you like it, dude. Do you mean the keyboard? The loop is a really fun board. The backweight is so unique. Yeah, it does have that inspiration of almost cassette tapes. I agree, it's really nice. All right. Fix that, and there we go. This is all been fixed. Perfect. Yeah, this color combo is absolutely slapping. Even these keycaps slap on it, dude. The music, the background, the process, the community, it's a vibe, it's super chill. Oh, you mean that? Dude, I really appreciate you saying that. That is extremely super kind of you. Totally agree. Thanks, Rashad. Appreciate that, man. I will say, I'm very happy with our choices. Even the guy's shirt is pretty chill. Thank you. Topped it off with the sound test, the ultimate release. Hey, yo. Hey, yo. You're streaming? I completely forgot I had to come to Twitch. Much mercy to see you streaming. Yeah, we did a late night stream today. We have, Rashad asked if we can do it a little bit later today, so we have done it a smidge later than normal. Perfect. This is sounding great. I have to admit, the keycaps do slap on this. I think even if we went all black, that could have looked really good to contrast with the keycaps. But I think this gives it something else. I kind of like this choice more than the all black. But all black would have been super clean too. By no means is this a bad choice. Step caps.
I like this stream timing, hee hee.
Thank you, Raffle. Appreciate you, dude. All right. Alrighty, let's put this back. All of Noir would also look insane on this. Wholeheartedly agree. All right. So the goal today, this was a commission board that they trusted me picking parts, was to get this particular build. Actually, let's take a look at the build overall too, and have it be super deep sounding. Got that piano black finish. The green looks sick on this. You get the PVD'd accent along the edges too. This is a tough one to pick up for the camera here, but you can see the edges. Sorry, you got fingerprints all over this right now. Cleaned up before. And then we also have the PVD'd black also continuing here on the top too. Now, the moment of truth is, does Rashad like the sound signature we ended up going with today? So the goal was to get no high-pitched noises at all. We did a PP plate. We did tactile switches, lube with 205. And then we did basically all the foam. And it's interesting because, again, I haven't really explored tactiles with this all that much. So let's see, with all this combination of foam. Let me turn off my fan in the background because I am genuinely curious about this one. I mean, this is as deep as we're ever going to get this board.
God damn, dude.
Thank you, Rashad. Appreciate the 5 tier 1s, man. The spacebar I want to do a smidge to make this spacebar a smidge deeper sounding, although I don't know if I really can at this point here. Holy. You know, the tactiles with the PE foam is not bad at all. Well, it could also be, I've noticed with mode spacebars, they're a bit brighter sounding, I'm going to be honest. For example, if I were to just kind of yoink the spacebar off the GMK set. They use a blend, which the blend works really well in most cases, but see the difference here? Little brighter on the mode ones, but you know what? You really can't complain. It's not like it's a whole hell of a lot difference. We could tape mod it for sure. We could try to tone it down with some tape, but I'm going to try that probably after stream, kind of experiment here. Oh my god, the numbers are crazy on this. I'm going to unplug it so I don't set off my computer here. You know, I kind of even don't mind the spacebar being that little bit of brightness that comes with the keyboard. I actually don't mind it personally. I'm probably still going to end up tape modding it, but you know what? It's kind of a nice contrast. Damn. The backspace hits. The enter hits too. I hope you like it, Rashad. That's all I can hope for at the end of the day. I think this turned out fantastic. Like I said, I'm going to see about the spacebar. I don't know if I can. I'm a little hesitant that the tape's going to do all that much. But what I might do is I actually might desolder it and put in one that has a bit more lube in it. But we'll see. We'll see if I can get it to be a smidge deeper. Why does it look darker? Dude, I'm telling you, this is 100% not the same green they use in other things. The other greens mode has is usually more pale. This has a bit more richness to it. I like this green. This green is insane. It is genuinely one of the better greens they have. It just looks so good. Yeah, it's better than the rest of their greens in my opinion. Not rich enough for a green enthusiast. Ah, goodness me. Alright, well, I mean, that's the build today. This thing turned out amazing. I'm really happy with it. Let's go find someone to raid. No tier list tonight, Toby. I'm a little tired, I'm not gonna lie. I'm feeling it. We'll do a tier list tomorrow. You're the man, Alex. Thank you, Rashad. Another Alex stream making me add another keep to my list to get. Oh, you're gonna pick one up too? Dude, I'm real happy with this. Turned out real good. Very different from what we normally do, and I am genuinely very happy and surprised with how this turned out. Let's go raid Marcia.
Not made a video on the SAT 70.
She's editing stuff. Alright, guys. Enjoy the rest of your night. Love you guys. Oh, I hate when it does that. Paste. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you guys. Have a good night. Sleep well. Get some sleep. Drink some water. And good night, everyone. Thanks so much. Anytime, Rashad. Avo, take care. RFC, take care. Baktus, take care. Ghost, Boxster, Jura, Toby, Pew Pew, Pink. Bye, everybody. Bye, Grid. Bye, Rage. Bye, Mango. Bye, Enthusiast. Bye, Tayway. Bye, Jedi Buds. Have a good night, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I don't even remember what we're building tomorrow, actually. Let's quickly check before I raid. What am I building tomorrow? This week is so jammed with boards that I'm losing track. Oh, we're building the rough TKL. Tomorrow's board's going to be interesting. I'm curious to see how this is going to turn out tomorrow. Take care, everyone. Bye, and say hi to Marcia. Good night, everyone.